Fam, it would be Monday Night Raw, but on this special occasion, since it's Monday night and the combine is just finishing up, and we just boy, poor Rich run, Rich run. Great cause, but Rich, man, I think this was his last year. Although he did do a little better job than usual. Deion Sanders, he was terrible. Oh, God, that was fun today. Anyway, fam, you know what though? Scouting combine, it's history. Defensive backs at the field do their best. They're out there trying to impress people. But you know what? The biggest storyline has to be, because there was a lot of guys out there that, man, I don't know. This was pretty funny because when you get a big class, this year's defensive backs, I think wide receivers class is really good. The linebackers is not bad. Offensive linemen, pretty much. You get the same from the offensive line. I mean, you get like 2 or 3 standouts, and of course, you get guys that are serviceable. But this year, and the running backs weren't bad. Okay, the running back class wasn't like last year, right? It's about you never get like, but this has to be one of the best drafts. As far as I would say overall, it was probably a really good draft because you still had your standouts. When you think about, it's defensive back class has to be the weakest, right? But I'm looking at Greedy Williams, of course. We knew Greedy was going to be something else coming into it. But, man, Greedy had Deandre Baker, Byron Murphy. They all made a case for ranking number one, being the best of the best, right? Williams ran a 4.4, which is good. He's got the right kind of height for the 49ers because he's over 6'1". He had to end his day, though, after that 40, man. Tells you something about his durability, though, huh? Yeah, hey, Murphy looked like the best guy in the field, though, during DB drills, which is probably what you really should be looking at because when guys can run a 40-yard dash, it actually does matter if you're a cornerback because you need to be fast. You're watching Deion was giving all those guys a hard time about during the back pedal, rotate quick. That was the flip of the hips. Now, did you see anybody there that you said, were you thinking anybody was in that drill was like, ooh? A couple of them are not bad, but most part, they were just kind of stiff. Deandre Baker, a little bit of Deandre, I know he can play better than that, though. His official time of 4.52 was slightly better than the unofficial number. He started well in his drill on the pedal and react. I had to think about the pedal and react. Deion made such a big deal of that. I paid more closer attention to it this year than I normally do. But I remember it is the same thing, and everybody has the same thing. And he was right, too. Coaches have asked to the sideline, if you can't go through there is a point of doing the back pedal and pivot. Because now, whether he goes left or right, some of the things like Deion will say, put your be up, don't be standing on your flat-footed. Those coaches out there had him standing flat-footed. And, it's just so many things in being a defensive back. But these guys, I got a feeling, though, you're going to see mostly the guys at pro days. My feeling is they were a little nervous. They were a little tight. They were a little stiff. And they just didn't look like they looked during the games. And, again, you know what? I don't know if you do this, but you forget sometimes this is not about the Panty Olympics. This is just to check athleticism because the bottom line is, can he play football? That's the thing, because you've seen a lot of guys out there that one guy's outstanding doing this. He's that 40-yard guy, the leaping guy, these guys. Certain drills, though, do apply to certain positions. Like with cornerbacks, if you got a great vertical, I'm interested. You got great 40 speed, okay, good. That's cool. The DB drills, those are extremely important. It's just like when we were watching defensive backs, not defensive backs, but defensive linemen. You're seeing guys that can run a 40, and if you get too crazy about Montez versus, okay, I know what you're going to say. If I use Nick Bosa, who else had great? Okay, the point is you got to look at short area speed and quickness and coordination. And you know what? I'm going to start. I like Josh Allen. I'm just saying. We haven't got a lot of time today. I got to get out of here kind of quickly. But I'm going to go ahead and check this out and get you right on the phone right now. Local 49ers fan, let's go! Pedro Caixinha, former GM Scott McLuhan, just compared Quentin Williams to Warren Sapp on 95.7 in the game with Greg Papa. Fam, Quentin Williams, also Baldinger said, He says, I know the 49ers need an edge rusher, but if you put Quentin Williams and DeForest Buckner together, that could be devastating. Everybody's already said that already. Look out for John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan. You know they'll do this. Local 49ers fan, Chiefs are open to trading D Ford. That's you got to give up a couple of first-round picks. That's why they tagged him. The Chiefs, man. Jim Thurlkill, what up? Pedro Cachina. I just learned this morning that Cliff Kingsbury has followed Kyler Murray since his sophomore year in high school and recruited him to Texas Tech, where he was then the head. He was in the head coach. Big Show will once again be upset, I know. See, that's in 4-9 for life, red and go. Well, guys, looks like the most of the defensive ends got tagged. Yeah. Actually, all of them. Yeah, all of them got tagged. Even what's his name over in Dallas? Pedro City getting... Yeah, I know. You know, Big Show's. I don't want to pick on him. I like Big Show. Jim Thornhill says the corner from Auburn and the safety from Ole Miss. The Ole Miss safety ran a 4.29 at 5'11", 206, which is kind of small for what they like in San Francisco. Big Show, there he is. I found no one impressive in the cornerback class this combine. If we acquire a safety and edge and free agency, Spoon and Uncle Sherm should do well in 2019. So I agree. I like Greedy, but I don't know. Greedy needs to gain some weight too. Mark Lacilento. I told you all about Jamil Dean. Shout out to my brothers Lee and Chris Schultz. Jesus Christ. It's King Dean. In round 2, no matter what, go Niners! Guys, thanks for those contributions, by the way. See, this is what I'm saying, man. Let me get on the phone. Yeah. Hey, 408 San Jose. Come on in, Jose. San Jose.
How's it going, Ronbo?
Who is this?
My first time calling. My name's Indo.
Is it Indo?
Yeah.
I spell I-N-D-O. Indo.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's up, man? Indo, hey, did you check out the combine?
Not much. I did, man.
You see any cornerbacks that you say we need to go get, or just leave that alone? Or what are you thinking?
I like that kid, Byron Murphy, man.
I know,
He's
right?
a hard hitter.
Ain't he? Dude looked good today. He stood out like nobody else did. Even better than Greedy, who everybody's been talking about before today.
Man, Greedy got smoked by Calvin Ridley's brother.
I know.
In that game. I don't know if I want him.
I know. Riley. Yeah, you know what's so funny, though? I got a feeling that these guys' pro days, they look a little better. Some of those guys look nervous and tight. Nothing like they looked in school, man. I was running, playing games. I said, what's wrong with these dudes, man? They can play better than this. Hey, Yashin looked good, though. I thought. There's a couple other guys.
About that Kingsbury that met up with Kyler for dinner?
Yeah, I know, right?
Or something like that?
Yep. I've been trying to, man. The 49ers can have any edge rusher they want. It depends on what they want to do, because they're all going to be there. They got to sit back for a few minutes. Okay, guys, we got 5 minutes with a pick second on the clock. Make up your mind, man. We should have made up our mind by now. Make up your mind now. We only got a few minutes. I can see it now. Who do you think it's going to be?
I think we need to trade down with the Giants. Get OBJ.
A lot of people are starting to think that way.
And then get Montez Sweat with that 6th pick right there.
And then we'd have some extra. And then we'd have some extra picks, right?
Yeah, give up our first, give up our second if we have to. We get OBJ in the first.
Ooh.
I'm telling you, we need OBJ.
That's why the talks are heating up with the Giants. Now the conversation's getting louder. There's no more AB in the conversation. That's probably out. But the conversation for OBJ seems to be picking up. The 49ers got the number 2 pick. You might be on to something, because the 49ers could say, all right, you guys, Giants are going to trade with you so we can pick up Montez. You get to have this, and we're going to give you this, and we'll give you next year's this. Send OB to the airport. We'll pick him up and tell him what time. It could be like that.
it's a win-win. I think we need to do it. They need to pull the trigger on that one.
Montez. You think he's the third best guy in this draft?
I think he's a beast, man. That 40 was crazy.
I know, but you gotta. You don't run a 40 from the edge. So his cone drill was okay. I need quickness from the gun. That's where the edge rushers get their advantage. If he comes off just slightly slow, the offensive line will contain him like they did in the Senior Bowl. This is the only thing I worry about him.
Yeah.
Maybe
either that or Devin White. One of those
right?
two guys at 6.
Devin White. There's so many options. See, you got to be careful because we got to make sure that edge is taken care of this year because that's been a problem every year. 49ers don't have a pass rush. They don't have an edge rush. I see. We got guys in the interior, but they can't do it all by themselves, man. They got to have somebody come from the outside. We need outside pressure. So, it's going to be a crazy decision to make.
Yeah. We should get that one guy from the Ravens, too, the edge rusher. Zadarius Smith. Whatever I forgot his name. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, and C.J. Mosley has not been tagged, and it's getting late. Now, they got a few hours between now and the deadline. C.J. Mosley doesn't get tagged. Endo, look out, man. It's going to be all-out blitz. C.J. Mosley. This price will be high.
I like the guy from the Rams, too, Corey Littleton.
Yeah.
He's nice.
Because Rams can't afford to keep no
pick up him up, and you get Devin White. Oh, man.
You still interested in Earl Thomas? You could pick up Abrams.
Hell yeah.
You know what? Oh.
Get AB. I mean, not AB. I'm sorry. You get Odell. You get Earl. That's it. Playoffs. Super Bowl.
Yeah, you CJ. If they could pick up 3, will there be any money left though? 3 free agents would suck up that cap quick. Especially 17 for Earl. At least that much for C.J. Mosley. OBJ gets. I don't even know how much they can pay OBJ, but I do know that would do it for the cap.
Yeah.
God, man.
You can only dream, but
I know, right?
they need to do something, man.
Yeah, they will. I just hope they manage the cash so they can still afford. Because the Rams right now, there's a couple of teams they can't afford any of the guys they've raised from the time they drafted because they got no money, and the Cowboys are in deep trouble. I don't want to see the 49ers. We're sitting here saying, oh, man, we're going to lose Devo. We're going to lose.
Lawrence said he's not going to play. He said if he gets tagged, he's not going to play the year.
I know. I kind of enjoyed that.
Funny.
See, that's how trouble gets started. You don't want your best players to leave, but you ain't got no money. So what do you do? So that's what I'm saying. Mosley's leaving from probably from the Ravens.
I don't.
You got what's his name is not going to play for the Cowboys.
I think it costs a lot of money. I think we can get Corey Littleton and he'll be better. He gets a lot of turnovers.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he did. He actually got one in the Super Bowl. That was him, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wouldn't. Corey Littleton's a
and
safety.
He'll be cheaper too.
Yeah, he. You know what? The 49ers may already have him targeted. And see, the nice thing about picking him up that he used to play with the Rams, he knows all their boys. It's a strategic move, if nothing else.
All right, Ronbo.
Yo, Endo, man. Hey, nice to meet you too, fam. All right. Talk to you later.
I'll be calling later, man. I've been listening to your show. I'm a new listener, but
cool. Love
like
it.
what you do, man. Niner Faithful, let's go.
Thanks, fam. Have a good night. Look for you later. Endo.
You too, man.
All right. And as Greg Mayfield said, what's up? What's up, Greg? The recovery. It looks like Arizona coach Dingleberry. Dingleberry McCringleberry. It doesn't matter what his name is. He wants to draft Murray. Bosa, baby. I still want Bosa too, man, but I got a feeling, but amongst us, the chatter, the whisper going this way and that way, he could have issues with staying healthy and all that. Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch, if anything, they don't want to hear about anybody that's coming in here with injury issues. But then again, they did pick up Marcel Harris last year, Contavious Street. So maybe it's not all about that. They're talking about redoing Jimmy Ward's contract. man, I really wish I knew. But as far as I could see, the best tactician coming off that edge is Mrs. Bosa's baby boy. So I'm still worried about, man, what are you going to do, man? You going to trade up and get OBJ? Okay, I can accept that. But now what we going to do about the edge? We got to have an edge. There's just so many things that are tearing away at the gray matter because everything in red in there has already been destroyed. Peter Gorman says we need a good corner, but not priority one, Peter. We do. But draft one, see what you can do. We got 2 more that are in training. They could be ready to go. It takes sometimes a little maturity sometimes. Daniel Andre says, it's Monday night. Lord! Actually, here he is. Ronbo Raiders money. This is Monday night. No, I almost said it. See, sometimes I get set up with word traps. I almost said that word, JJ. You can't be putting that stuff up on the chat. Deandre Baker says, I was talking with a Chiefs fan. He was telling me Patrick Mahomes threw more touchdowns than Jimmy G, but that's true. And I told him because of the ACL tear, and you was right to do so. You know, the wars, the next generation of quarterbacks is going to include, of course, Patrick Mahomes. It may, to some degree, include Jared Goff, Jimmy G, introducing Kyler Murray. Who else? Oh, Baker Mayfield, man. It's the attack of the little quarterbacks that don't want to hear no more stuff about their height. And you know Rusty Wilson's still pissed about that, since that's why he's done so well down through his career. 4-9 for life, red and gold. Let's go, baby. Niner Reds, let's bring in Justin Houston. Guarantee you John's going to talk. John Lynch likes those kind of guys. He'll be talked to. I don't know what happens after that. Pay Howard says Deion Sanders on TV looking like a black. You know, Deion did say something. I missed it, but I didn't know who he was talking about. But I figured it was some 49ers. Pay, who was he talking about when he said 49ers? Because I walked out of it, came back in, and I forgot who he was talking about. AB. Boy. Deion. And then he got on Oakland even worse. Because, you know, he did a whole video on Oakland. Michael Schmidt, something out of Empire. What's up, Michael? Daniel Andre, everyone but Trey Flowers is going to be tagged. But Trey's already, Trey's already on his way to Miami, from what I understand. He's going to get the coach that just left the Patriots is over there running things in Miami as a head coach. He's going to be only pass with available, so his price tag will be through the roof. Then teams will use his contract to value trades for all tagged. Man, this is why we got to actually root for Trey to make sure he does sign with Miami and for a decent salary. Did the Vikings already pick up Barr? Big Show says Kyler's done nothing in combine to be picked. Oh, Show, you're just not paying any attention to you. Show, you've become, not only are you delusional, you're in denial. You're not seeing all the headlines and all the things being said. Hey, Linwood. But thanks anyway, Joe, for the contribution. Show, I'm trying to tell you, man. I'm thinking about your health. He's gone, Show. Nobody makes this much noise in the first round pick. Linwood, go ahead, man. Talk to him.
hey, Ronbo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm gonna say? Can't talk to a man that fried his brain at Levi's Stadium.
He's already promised he's gonna use sunblock next time.
Yeah, sure. He ain't been the same since, Ronbo. It was like that old commercial back in the '80s with the hot skillet. This is your brain. They dropped the egg in there. This is your brain on Levi's Stadium glass.
That was brilliant. I wouldn't even thought of that. Show he's got to get rid of Kyler. You know what though? It may be they're going to use that second round pick for what none of us think. You know, OBJ's the 49ers. You know how they are. We can find gems in the 4th and 5th round. We ain't worried about nothing. See, they better make sure they find it though. I don't want them toying around with their edge this year. If you don't find anybody in free agency, Jesus Christ, John, get somebody on that edge. Oh, man.
Well, I agree. I mean, all our priorities. Oh, before I even get kicked, what's the topic for tonight? I had you on the phone. I'm in the kitchen cooking, and
I was at the combine and the skills. You got Murphy, you got Greedy. I thought that, man, Rock Yassin looked pretty good. It was the weakest group, the cornerback and defensive back group. They were okay, but nothing special. We probably got guys in camp already worthy to probably beat most of them out, except for maybe Greedy and Murphy. But, yeah, that's what I was getting at, because it's the final day of the combine.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, so I've been watching it all the way up till this juncture. So, today was the work day, but
you didn't miss
haven't had time to jump in there. Haven't had time to jump in there and catch up on the cornerback thing, but I didn't really see us going there till the outer rounds anyway. So it's our really deal is, I mean, honestly, there's so many scenarios. We're in the driver's seat. The 49ers can pretty much do what they want. And it all based on Arizona. I strongly feel that, I mean, there's so many ties, with that head coach and Kyler Murray. So,
I mean,
it wouldn't be a shock. It would be a shocker. It depends. I mean, they're talking now. The Redskins are front runners for a trade to offload Rosen from them. So, and then of course everybody knows they need a backup after Alex Smith. They don't have nobody for the future.
Yeah,
I think they're gonna.
What's his name? The guy that was up with us for a few minutes. What?
Colt McCoy.
Colt, yeah. Colt. They're gonna say Colt's the guy until Rosen gets there, and then Rosen will be groomed quickly because Colt's already reached his peak. You know what I'm saying? Like his ceiling has been hit. So you're not going to keep him out there any longer than you get. Rosen's already got a year under his belt. So Colt may immediately become the backup as his role has been for years anyway. Colt, you're used to this. Go ahead, have a seat. Listen, Colt, it's a team thing. We're all in this together, are we not? All right? Anything happens to Josh, you're going to be our guy.
So that means they would have to shelve a third quarterback, kind of like we're doing now.
Yeah.
Which I'll be shocked that John Lynch's words, the way he phrased everything, he was putting out there that we're open to get rid of a quarterback. Most importantly, C.J. Beathard, chopping them to see if anybody wanted a backup quarterback. Here, my only thing with C.J. Beathard is that he's a tough quarterback.
Tough.
He can make all the throws. He can make every throw out there. He's just his timing as far as getting the ball out of his hands is horrible.
Processing, yes. He's just not going to read that field real quick.
Dude, he's sitting back there like he's listening, like he's writing a country song.
I know. Everybody's doing the same thing. CJ, get rid of the ball! Get rid of the ball, CJ! Oh!
Right?
They just,
him. Yeah.
Oh, they hit him so hard.
We can convert him to start listening to some R&B or some damn heavy metal or some rock music and speed up his processing.
Yeah, heavy metal might make him crazy. Yeah. Because CJ's got to get a little more, I got to get rid of this ball. I got to find that receiver. CJ, I missed the first read. Uh-oh. CJ, that window closed. CJ, here they come. And that's why when people say the offensive line sucks, no, it doesn't. The quarterback's supposed to get rid of the ball. They're not supposed to hold for an hour.
Exactly. Yeah. The offensive line is good except for we need another guard. But, I think we're pretty solid after that. And everybody knows the day Joe retires, he's instantly going to the left side. That's where his natural position was as a guard. As a tackle on the left side. So that was tackle shooting, and so he's definitely going to go over there. I mean, he's the heir apparent. So
no doubt.
I don't know.
They still got to pick up another tackle though, Linwood. Another tackle, and they can't wait all day to get it.
I agree. But I think they're going to make a run this year. They want to make a run this year. They want a winning record this year. Stockpiling backups for the offense is probably on the back shelf at this juncture. They need solid talent on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah.
First, foremost, they know they need an edge rusher. Number one, they know they need a true safety back there so they can put Jaquan back in his natural spot.
Because I'm going to start praying a little harder. I ain't praying hard enough. I prayed last year for an edge rusher, Linwood. We didn't get one. Lord looked at me and says,
we all did.
I'm giving all my support to the Chiefs Stop calling me, Ronbo. You know?
Yeah, I remember as a first-time caller with you last year. Last year was as my first-time caller with you. I think I quoted. I was like, I set up for a repeat. San Francisco against San Diego is a repeat, but we needed some defense. And if we had our defense, we needed some defense. San Diego almost made it there. They were in the hunt. They were in there at the end, but it's all defense. We need defense.
And the nice thing, Linwood, is you see the Patriots. Pretty much, their dynasty is we see the Patriots next year by some strange occurrence. I think that we finally be weakened enough. Because come on, Tom, you can't play till you're 45. You're gonna get beat.
Oh, we're gonna go in there and put the smackdown on them. Monday night.
God,
it should be a Monday night game. It'll be a Monday night smackdown because we're gonna go in there with Jimmy Garoppolo outdueling Tom Brady and Trey Flowers sacking Tom Brady.
Ooh. Yeah, if we could get Trey, I don't know if Miami has enough money to pay Trey. I mean, he wants to go there because his coach, the Patriots assistant, is over there running the thing.
Oh,
now.
I know.
And I just wonder, can we talk Trey? Come on, man. Miami ain't going nowhere. And look, we got
ain't
Jimmy
going
G.
nowhere no time soon. Yeah,
you start
ain't going nowhere no time soon.
Oh no. And you start handing people pictures. Look at this quarterback. Wouldn't you love to play with him? I play defense, but it's Jimmy G.
Yeah. I mean, the selling point would be like, Trey, your numbers are going to go up.
Yes.
Because all the teams, they're going to have to decide if they're going to double team Buckner or you.
You got Buck next to you. Yes.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
And then you get to play with, your quarterback you're really familiar with, so. I don't know. I think he's a good fit for us.
Oh. Hey, maybe Jimmy himself can recruit him.
Exactly.
I forgot about that. Jimmy knows him. They know each other.
Yep.
Ah.
Yep. So I'm sure there's some camaraderie there. They were roughly drafted around the same time frame. They both went to the rookie pro a year apart, I think it was.
Yeah.
So I'm sure there's some camaraderie there. And
Devil's Son says Zadarius Smith. You know what? The 49ers are definitely going to call Zadarius up, though. Because he's just the odd man out. That's a good football player. He's just the odd man out of Baltimore because Suggs will not quit. Him and Brady think they're going to play until they're 60, 70 years old. So.
Yeah, what's up with all these teams trying to dangle their damn Pro Bowl linebackers out there? You got the Giants, you got the Kansas City, you got the Baltimore Ravens. Everybody's like dangling their Pro Bowl trade bait linebackers.
I don't.
Is the linebacker core that great this year? I mean, I've seen Devin White and two other names, but
ooh, Devin White. It's not loaded. You're right. There's 2 or 3, and everybody can't have the 2 or 3.
Yeah,
I agree. If C.J. Mosley and the Ravens, they're unless they plan on draft, can you see the Ravens trading up? The Ravens are they're picking in the late 20s because they were in the playoffs.
Yep.
So Devin is definitely gonna be gone before they pick. I don't know what the plan is there.
Yeah, and no franchise tags have been slapped on any of these guys yet.
You see, because it's a danger. If you do that, like I don't know what the Chiefs are thinking. You franchise tag D Ford. Now, what if nobody bites? Ain't nobody give Linwood, would you give 2 first-round picks for D Ford?
No.
See?
Right now, I wouldn't give up 2 first-round draft picks for anybody.
That's just too
much. We have
much.
too many holes to fill. We have too many holes to fill. We need, free agency to be a boom for us, not a bust, a boom.
Oh.
And then from that, we build from the draft to make a run.
And you're right. We need quantity. One more time, maybe. Linwood, you know who's going to do it? No, Belichick would never give up 2 first-round picks. Belichick will talk him down to 2, a second and a third-round pick next year. Because he just got rid. He let Trey. No, he doesn't want to pay all that money. I don't know what's going to happen to D Ford. I really don't. I just don't know. That's crazy. All right.
Yeah, it is crazy. It's crazy.
Linwood,
So
I tell you what, I'm going to go because I'm going to cut it short tonight. But tell you what, I'll be back God, I guess I'll be back Friday. I may be back for then. You know, I can't stand it. Don't let C.J. Mosley, the 49ers, I'll be right on, all right? If I hear anything crazy, I'm coming back. So I ain't going to say I'm going to wait till Friday. I could be back tomorrow.
Right? C.J. Mosley or Earl Thomas.
Any one of them names.
Because the Dallas Cowboys can't pay his ass.
Oh, we got to get together then, boy. I tell you, we're going to laugh and shout. Champagne Wednesday, Thursday, don't matter. Wow, look at this, fam. They made the mistake of letting them. We get DeMarcus what? Oh, my God. The quarterback, the edge is done. You know, and just lose it.
All right, Ronbo. I got a wife back in the background. Don't be talking about my Cowboys.
I love these families with the Cowboy fans in there. But ain't nobody call about the Raiders being in the background, so I'm okay with that. Because, you know, at least the Cowboys is in our class.
The Raiders are getting Antonio Brown, and they're going to get Josh Allen. Josh Allen fits the Raiders perfectly. He doesn't fit our scheme whatsoever.
Mm-hmm. See, they've already got, what's his name from last year, though, off the edge. So, anyway, hey, Linwood, I tell you what, as I say, man, I may see you tomorrow, all right? Have a good night, fam.
Yes, sir. I'm always open to see that little icon pop up on my phone and say, Rombo's on? No, I got to make that call. I tried to hang last night. I couldn't. But I did catch, Jack is back. Jack is back, and his Ed Oliver pick was whack. So, just saying.
Jack comes in every time to save me to start stuff. Hey, Linwood, I'll roll, man. I'll see you tomorrow. Baby.
Night, fam. Hit those likes.
Thanks, Linwood. Big Show has another announcement to make. As he says, Raiders will call if Bosa is there. Offer 1 and 24. Boy, it would be funny, right? Because that would mean the 49ers just killed the Raiders from 2018 and 19. Big homie and them. Hey, what's up, big dog? Jeff Tan says Landon Collins or Earl. Landon Collins, though, Landon is not Earl, and I think, are the Giants, the Giants didn't let him go yet, did they? You got to trade to get Landon, I think. J. Duke Reviews, Jonathan Abraham, the safety from Miss, I know, right? I've thought about him. I did. Oh. Atlanta Rich says C.J. Mosley, Landon Collins are unlikely getting the tag, expects to hit the market. Yeah, but between them two, I want C.J. Because, Landon to me is like a dude that should be in the box, but he ain't. And if he's going to play, I can't put him at the free safety, boy. Landon. Red Farms, Niners! Rick Perez, his former 49ers GM. Scott McLuhan said this is the deepest defensive line class he's seen in over 26 years. Oh, my God. Got to get one of them. Got to get the best one, fam. We're the number 2 pick. We got to get the best one. This is why, if this is the best defensive line class in 26 years, like Scott said, and we trade down, I think it would be a mistake. I do. Joe, MTZ, what's up, fam? True. Niners all day, every day. Let's get locked and loaded. I love when the guys go, the formation, dude behind you, got to trust everybody. Just keep an eye in the front. Just keep it right there. And 49 for life, red, gold, Flower on the left end, Allen on the right. Let's go! Donald Johnson says, hey, thanks, Donald. Thanks, fam. Niner Faithful 808, vet pass rusher, got tagged. We need Bosa. Yeah, Brandon, they signed Brandon. Everybody got tagged. Anybody worth a damn as far as an edge rusher goes. Donald Johnson says, hey, thanks, Don. Andre Smith, what's up, fam? Devil Son Montez Sweat for safety, linebacker, and edge. Dolomite, what's up? Horatio Flores, what's up? Let's get Bosa! I'm act a fool that night if I hear his name called. I'm telling y'all right now, man. If you see the camera flying around through the air and everything, and dude leaping through the air, that'll be me. Hey, Bashar, come on in, Bashar.
What's up, Ronbo? This is not a plane.
Bashar even put that little twang in there that our boy Joey, where you at, man? Bashar's in there doing you again.
Joey Mahoney. Oh, Joey.
Ooh, yeah. Together, Bashar. Joey Mahoney. Bashar. Boy.
How's it going, man?
Bashar, man, it's funny because, like, this thing, usually it should peak at the last thing, but the cornerbacks came in and put everybody to sleep. But, man, every day before this has been something, man. Actually, the offensive line was okay, but the running backs were so-so. I mean, running backs were okay, but 2 days in between was just insane. So this makes sense. Because I don't know. Hey, Bashar, do you think, what are we going to do with that cornerback, right? Is Akello, in your mind, is he going to be okay? Bashar? We lost Bashar? Bashar, Bashar, did you hit mute like some people do when they get ready to say something? I'm gonna go. Bashar, I'm gonna read this, man. See if we can reconnect here. All right. Jonah Paulino. He says, "Hey, free agent starts in a week. Hey, what's the date today? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hey, Jonah, actually, yeah. This weekend is free agent weekend.
Yo, Ronbo.
Yo, hey, Bashar, are you back?
I'm back. Sorry about that. I disconnected my phone from the Wi-Fi on accident.
See, that's why I've been told to stay in one spot. Cause I start hurling myself around the room and start disconnecting things as well. So I know what you do. I'm feeling you on that.
So I got a public service announcement for you. All right.
All right. We need that.
All right. Here we go. Bud Light presents Real Man of Genius. Today we salute you, Mr. Big Show wide receivers. Mr. Big Show wide receivers. Yes, you call Ronbo religiously every day to make your case about number one wide receivers. Yes, he wants number one wide receivers. Yes, Big Show. That's why we salute you, because you are faithful, not only to your San Francisco, to your 49ers, but your number one wide receivers. You gotta stay faithful. We salute you today, Big Show. Mr. Big Show, number one wide receivers, real men of genius.
Bashar, I cannot believe this public service announcement was paid for by the number one receivers for Big Show Corporation. Show! Big Show's lots of fun, isn't he? But he still refuses to believe that it's anything but a joke in Arizona about Kyler Murray. And this is a joke that's been going on for months, but Show says they're fooling us. Bashar, here's the thing. Show's been right on a number of occasions. If he's right this time, I don't know what we're going to do, though. If that's a joke in Arizona and they don't take Kyler Murray and they trade down, I'm gonna have to wear pie on my face for the entire show.
The thing is that you got to remember they did release some, or they're not bringing back Marcus Golden, so maybe they want Bosa paired up with Chandler Jones. But again, they do run a different scheme, so we'll see what happens, man.
But also the second round is liable to have all, because this is such a deep class as far as defensive lineman goes. Maybe Cardinals think we got the number one pick. We're going to be picking as soon as we get to the second round. It might as well be 2 first-round picks. So, they may think that Chandler is already just killing people on one side. We just get a guy that's decent or good, or go in and find some guy. Because do the Cardinals have any money?
I don't know. I didn't check their cap situation.
Yeah, I don't. They should. Usually teams that are having all kinds of trouble have a little bit of money. So, yeah, we'll see. But if you don't have if you got Josh Rosen as your quarterback and you see what could be the next big thing, I'm going to have to tell Josh, don't take it personally, brah. We like you. But this is a business, Josh. You're going to Washington, and you'll probably be fine there, and your career will excel. But we're going to go in a different direction. Josh said, please don't take it personal. And when you get ready to play the Arizona Cardinals, don't come out there mad.
It's time to kick rocks.
Was he impressive to you last year, Bashar?
Not at all. I didn't like him in college. That's why I was ecstatic when we traded for Jimmy G, because I didn't want him or Darnold. But Darnold, in my opinion, might be better. But
yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all I got going for you today, Ronbo. You can go ahead and talk to the other callers, man.
Listen, we enjoyed that public service announcement a lot, and and the Joey Mahoney thing, it was just awesome. All right, Bashar, I'll talk to you later. Show. Show. Hey, Mario P. Says 49ers and Vikings, we're going to trade involving. Hey, you know what? That's still ongoing. Everson Griffin. Papi Pablo, Niners! Leonard Gary, 9999. The majority of our guys got tagged. Yeah, no. And we knew they would. Jeffrey Avery says the quarterback's disappointed, but the safety group was pretty good. I know, huh? Abrams. Where was Nashville? Wasn't there, was he? Because Nashville wasn't there. I only watched part of it. And I didn't see no results. Debbie! She says, pick him up or no, fam. Chiefs releasing linebacker Justin Houston. We could have got Justin Houston year before last, from what I understand. Justin is probably getting a little long in the tooth. I would put him, if Justin wanted to play in a backup role, but I tell him I'm looking for a kid in the draft. And Justin, you can bring him up to speed as, Coach says, I'm looking at scheme fits at defensive back. You'll see on the, Coach is coming up this weekend, and he'll tell you all about how he's going to put together the next San Francisco 49er dynasty. No, wait, here's the name. Hunter, see, there's vowels and consonants in places where you really can't use your tongue and muscles around your jawbone. Hunter Zerubin. Hunter Zerubin. Hunter Zerubin. Derek Dawson says, grab Bosa. Ferguson is going to be around in the second round, too. Ooh, I like this, Derek. I grab Bosa, then Ferguson, 2 edge demons, then grab Quinn. Oh, I hate to say Ziggy, but you know what? The first two picks you ain't got to pay no extra money to. That ain't gonna hurt the pocketbook. Robert Quinn better not come over asking for no money, because Robert Quinn will be lucky to be employed. And Robert said, "You guys run a 4-3?" Robert, we run the 4-3. I'll play for free. I tell you what, every sack I get, you give me $1 million. Okay. You make me a base salary of $2. Rick Perez says, I like that 5'9" wide receiver. Andy Isabella, he's fast as you know what. Hey, listen, I told people the other day, I said, look out for Kyle. Y'all know. Andy Isabella, he already had a conference with Andy Isabella, from what I understand. He interviewed him. Chris Schultz, hey, he says, DK had a worse 3-cone than Tom Brady. Yeah, he's the same as offensive lineman Michael Dieter. Fam, these are the kind of intangibles Kyle is looking at. Kyle, you have to be capable of certain things to play in his offense. He only settles for people when he has to. DK's hips, boy, there was some tight hips. He can't move, but boy, he can run. Where we at? Hey, Michael!
Ronbo, happy Monday to you, my friend.
Yeah, it is. Mike, man, tell ya. Did you watch Combine?
I did not get a chance to watch the combine, but what I did get a chance to watch was a lot of Nick Bosa, excuse me.
Ah, yes. You just watch that. It's way more entertaining than today's combine. What'd you observe from Nick?
Well, what I wanted to do, Ronbo, was I talked to you last night, and like I was saying, I don't really get a chance to watch the games during the season. So what I did was I went back and I watched all his snaps on the USC game, all his snaps on the Wisconsin game, and all his snaps on the Oregon State game.
Unblockable.
And I came away very, very impressed, my man. Here's what I got on him. He's got good get-off on the ball, man. I mean, when that ball is snapped, this boy's exploding.
Like
he's getting off good.
Mm-hmm.
And for his size and for the way that he looks, he can bend and dip like you wouldn't believe.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this guy did a head fake to the inside. All of a sudden, he's bending around the corner. The tackle's trying to adjust to what he's doing, and then he dips his shoulder almost into the grass and keeps his balance right at the quarterback.
I know what you're talking about.
He's a little bit more athletic than his brother, I would say.
And Joey is not wimpy. Joey's got skills, and Nick beats him. God.
Exactly, Ronbo, and he's got a good arsenal of moves too. I mean, he's got the inside head fake thing going. He's got another one where he does a hard step to the outside, and then he shoots across the face of the tackle, and he comes inside, and he uses some good, let's say, kung fu handwork. And
the hands. I was getting ready to ask you about. What did you think about his hands? His hands.
You know
are
what was
ridiculous.
great about his hands was it was a trip because he was shedding the blocks so well. He was getting off of the blocks, but a lot of times they wouldn't even be able to get their hands on him, Rombo. I mean, their hands would barely be even touching him, and he'd rip them down and get around them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
he overwhelms offensive linemen. Exactly.
Yeah, and so you know what I did after I watched all this Nick Bosa stuff? I went and I checked out Montez Sweat. And I'm like, all right, let me watch him in a couple games, you know? So I started watching him because, you know, what we saw at the Combine was just every physical trait that you could possibly want in a pass rusher, right? And the kid's fast, and he's got all these things going for him. And I watched a kid that has everything that you want but needs a ton of work. He's got to be coached. He's got to learn how to use those long arms of his. He's got to learn how to stay low. He was standing up. I mean, he was losing leverage, and when he gets blocked, he wasn't using counter moves. So as an edge rusher, when you're pass rushing and that tackle, he beats you at the first point, then you got to do your counter move, and that's where you can beat him. He didn't have those. He wasn't using the counter moves. I don't know if it's because he thought he could just manhandle the guy or what, but he was getting caught up on blocks all over the place.
Yeah. So see the Senior Bowl if you get a chance. There's an offensive lineman, I forget his name, but he's not going to be a first-round draft pick. He handled Sweat. He frustrated him for long. And like you're saying, the pad level. Montez is using, he's thinking athleticism, I got this. He don't got this. Yeah. And at the pro level, he's really not going to have this. And like you say, unless they teach him a little more technique. With Nick, there's no offensive lineman in the NFL that are going to be able to contain him, not all day long.
That's it. And so that's the thing. I mean, do you want a guy that you can get with the second pick of the draft and that has all this potential and upside for the future where he might turn into something big, but it might take some time? Or do you want a guy that's proven right now, that's going to come in and be able to do it? And, of course, there's injury risk. There's injury risk with everybody. Yep. You know, this is like, you've said it before, it's a violent game, and injuries happen. We, being 49er fans, we know that, right?
Yeah. Well, don't we?
Yeah.
My God. Woo.
So that's what I was checking out today. I tried to check out some of Josh Allen's stuff too, but I haven't checked out enough of his to really draw a conclusion yet. So I got to look at more of him.
One thing
but I wanted to get on Montez Sweat because everyone was talking about him, like, we'll just drop down, we'll get that pick, you know, and go get Montez Sweat. Be careful, man, because Montez Sweat, that's a risk, a big risk.
You know, the thing about Montez, there's going to be some teams he'll be fine. There's the playoff teams are the ones I'm concerned. I worry about getting to the end of the line because Nick, people haven't watched Nick. They're just assuming that Allen is better. I think they haven't watched Nick. Allen has got better movement toward the ball. He seems to take the right path. He's a lot like Von Miller in that He knows which
Yeah.
direction to take, which avenue is open, which one has the least resistance. He's watching the offensive line. He has that kind of moxie, but he can still be
Yeah.
contained as far as that speed goes, coming charging off that line. He's not going to be a bad thing if you pick him up. He's more of a 3-4, though. He's your Aldon Smith type guy. He needs somebody in the interior to actually get his thing. I don't think Nick needs any help out there. He looks like one of the Avengers out there coming down through that line. Mutant-like skills, like you're saying, the footwork, the flexibility, the timing, the hand movements. He renders an offensive lineman helpless seconds after that ball is snapped. That's a special quality. I want it. A lot of people think it's not worth it. I'm taking Bosa.
No, I totally agree, Ronbo. Bosa's my pick, man. I know last night I was saying that, hey, let's just get an edge. I'm not going to worry about who, but I watched all that stuff today. I'm going to watch a bunch on Josh Allen too.
You'll watch him.
But
You'll see the
right
same.
now, Bosa's my favorite, and I see why they have him up at the highest level because I think he is a cut above the rest of them, man. I really do.
You see those legs,
and
too?
just think of what our D line will be like with Bosa in there, and just think what D-Buck is going to do with Bosa in there, man.
As soon as he comes
come
to the
on,
locker
it's
room,
going to be insane.
I mean, as soon as Bosa walks to the locker room, Buckler's going to come over and grab him and kiss him on the forehead. You know what? I've been waiting for you for years, man. Let's go get this done. Did you see? Did you see his legs,
man,
though?
can you imagine?
Man, that dude is built for the kill. And that's why he can do some of the things. Those legs are incredibly strong. So,
yeah, Ronbo, and if they can get Earl Thomas, if they can pull that off and maybe get Anthony Barr or get one of these linebackers, I mean, oh, man, it'll be coming together. It'll be coming together in a hurry. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because Jimmy's going to keep that defense rested. You know how he likes to keep the ball out on the field? Jimmy likes to dime and nickel a team all day like a fighter. He's like body butts. Because Jimmy go out there 5 yards, 6 yards, first down, 6 yards, 5 yards, first down. You know, they're going down the field. All of a sudden, I think Kyle does that by design, too. That defensive unit, opposing unit, they're getting worn out. So by the second quarter, they're starting to breathe a little heavier because they're staying out there longer and longer, and then they hit those home runs. I really see that happening next year, as it did that last stretch of games we had in 2017 when the 49ers defense was resting all game long for the most part. You look at the clock difference that they have in the stats, and you see 49ers time of possession versus the other team's time of possession. I said, oh, that's a strategy. I like that. So
I love it, Ronbo. It brings me back to the Bill Walsh days, throwing those passes instead of the runs, throwing those short passes and using them as run plays, getting 4 or 5 yards here, 6 yards there. And like you said, then they hit Rice on the slant, takes it to the house, I mean,
man, it's West Coast, baby. Woo, man.
Hey, Ronbo, I want to say, hey, man, especially thanks to you for all week last week, doing the coverage on the Combine and stuff, man. That was awesome.
Thanks,
Thank you for that.
Oh, it was so much fun. I tell you. And this is our time of year, though. The best days are ahead. It gets insane. As soon as we hear about these deals next week, oh, man. Because everybody says, 49ers aren't making any splash plays. Why don't they get something done? We've got way too much money in the bank. Okay, let's see what happens next week. Because, Mike, I guarantee you, Kyle and John, the fan base is tired. Their emotions are running even deeper because this is their cow. This is their game. And they're losing for 2 years in a row. That's why they went and got the sports science guys. We're tired of that. We could win games if it wasn't for the guys who weren't on the field. God.
Yep, I agree. Yeah, they're targeting their guys, and they're going to go after them aggressively. That's what they do.
Odds on OBJ coming to San Francisco 49ers. Have you got some? The talk is picking up.
There's been some talk, and I heard something on the radio the other day where Matt Barrows said that he was at the press conference with Lynch, and when they brought up Odell Beckham, he started twiddling his fingers around his water bottle all funny or something, and he was saying maybe it's amateur psychology, but he said he saw something there that he saw something where Lynch was, and the rest of the time he was really cool and he didn't do that at all. But I don't know, man. I mean, I really don't know. They could be making a play for him. I'm going to say 30-70. I don't think so.
Yeah, because the Giants owner says no, but you know how Jay Glazer is. Jay Glazer has a percentage, though, of being right on these things. There's been a couple other people. When Conforra says things, I like to ignore it. But there's been a couple other people besides him. And no matter what you hear out of New York, the OBJ deal is not dead. Giants, and he says 49ers are top runners. Really? Because the 49ers were trying to get him last year. So could the 49ers be turning up the heat on this?
Ronbo, you got me wondering now. I don't know, man. I got no idea, but if we get him,
keep an eye on.
Wow, that would be that would be a lot for us to talk about, huh?
I tell you. And the Giants, if they're thinking about building around Saquon, Eli's in trouble too.
Yeah.
Even though they're making it sound like he's not. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, he's not going to go for McLaughlin because the Giants have already decided they're going to sign Nick Foles. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens next. But they'd have such a triplets. I mean, but can you see our triplets at that point? Now you've got Jimmy G, you've got Jerick McKinnon, and not only would you have OBJ, he's got a receiving cast. Mike, that's a contender. You put OBJ on that team with George Kittle, Nick Mullins, and Jimmy G. My God.
Hey, Ronbo, it's a contender as long as we got that pass rush too.
True, but we end up becoming the Kansas City Chiefs, scoring wise. But we get to the big games and we get our butt kicked if we don't have a defense. You're right. So you managed to pick up Nick and keep him healthy somehow. And you pick up OBJ and put him out there with Jerick McKinnon and George Kittle and Dante Pettis and Marquise Goodwin. Oh my God! Who's gonna stop Kyle Shanahan, the most dangerous offensive weapon on the field? Man.
You know what? I would be totally cool with them getting OBJ if they could use like one of next year's picks along with something from this year, but not our number 2 pick this year. I want that number 2 pass rusher. I want it so bad. I want Bosa so bad right now.
Same here.
That if they do that, if they do a trade with New York and they wind up at 6 and Montez Sweat or whatever they would wind up doing, man, I'll be so bummed about that.
Coach is scared of Montez Sweat now.
Yeah,
Mike,
I mean it just
like we got to stop. Mike, I tell you what though, I think the 49ers are not going to fool around. The edge has got to be addressed. So if the Giants want to make a deal, it's not going to be that first pick. And they know it.
Yeah.
It depends on how badly they want to, because it sounds like they really want him out, but they're still having to try to figure out a way to lure people to give them a lot of stuff. So we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, if we could find a way to pull that off and still get Bosa, holy smokes, that would be incredible. I would be going crazy.
Sweepstakes.
But right on, Ronbo. Well, thank you for all you do, my friend.
Thanks,
and
Mike.
You have a great night. Shout out to the Empire. Stay strong. Stay faithful. And right on. Have a great night.
Thanks, Mike. See you later.
All right. Bye.
Hey, when Mike said that, stay faithful, it's funny because Jimmy Ward came into the thread I was telling you about and started calling people the faithless. Can't be talking about Jimmy Ward, man. He defends himself. Him and Armstead. E.J. Hunter says, Goodwin and good Odell Beckham are homeboys. I know. Yeah, I know. Ah, man. Ronbo Raiders money. Ron Sports in the related videos. Below yours, there's a Colin Cowherd show with subject of the cards trading. Boy, I need to send that link to Big Show. I'm gonna go get that later. Show if you'd like to go out over there and check out Colin Cowherd. Apparently, YouTube has decided that all of us who believe that Kyler Murray is on his way to Arizona are being stuck together. Ronbo, Jeff Tan says, did you hear Rich Eisen say today that Arizona will stick with Josh Rosen? He heard. Maybe, I mean, I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's not likely. I can't imagine that. Derek Dawson, I've been saying that get Quinnen Williams and grab an end in free agent and in the second round. Jim G, what's your take on the Justin Houston news? I can't imagine. I got a feeling though John Lynch is going to give a conversation at least though. Coach says Cards got $35 million to spend. It's not a lot. And they need offense. Man, who would they go after? Tonight, what happened to Yamin? Everybody's been looking for Yamin. Yamin. Man, he may have had some bad tilapia fish. You know how that goes, man. You get hospitalized from the condition that'll put you in. You got to put intravenous fluids in him for weeks to get him rehydrated. Yamin. Coach says Landon is that's what I thought. Isn't Landon Collins a strong safety? Yeah. We don't need an SS. Adam Barney says, hey. Shucks. Thanks, Adam. That's too cool. Yeah, Landon Collins, I kept thinking Landon Collins is not good in coverage. I wouldn't put him in center field. No way. So he is a box guy or a strong safety, depending on what kind of defensive system you're running. And Jim Thorokill says, do you think Polite will drop the If Polite does one more interview whining and crying like he was in this last interview, Polite's going to fool around and be an undrafted free agent. What a wimp. Stop crying, Jakai. I know it's a job, but they just put the film up there and all, they didn't show any highlights. They just showed all the bad things I did. Hello, Jakai? What do you think the NFL's going to come in? Jakai, man, you are the best thing in football, man. We tell you what, just, you know what? Here's a playbook. Go over that real quickly and let's go win some games. God, what's wrong with him? You don't even get that treated nicely in high school. Jim Thorogood says, do you think I said, Ray Jr., Black Lives, oh, God. Black Lives Matter activist tells all. Is that his? Mosley, what? Wait, Mosley, maybe is that one? The middle. Mosley, maybe Mosley one. Middle, Honey Badger safety. Oh, inside linebacker, okay. In the middle. Honey Badger safety, Ramsey, cornerback, strong safety. See, Ramsey, cornerback, strong. See, Bosa or Allen on the edge. You got to be careful. There's a certain, don't do a maulback before you do anything like this. Receiver from San Diego. Oh, yeah, Tyrell Williams, all right. From San Diego, possible Trey Flowers leftover pay. Yeah, that's a nice grouping. 49ers they've got a strategy coming in, I'm pretty sure, because these guys are pretty sharp. Derek Dawson says trade down, grab Williams for the middle, grab Ferguson in the second round, pick up a defensive end. Free agent Quinn is available. Yeah. Robert's definitely tired of being thrown into 3-4. 904 Fernandina, Florida. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. And what is your name, please?
Hey, I'm Michael.
Michael. Hi, Michael.
I was just scrolling through YouTube, and I saw your video. I'm actually a Lions fan, and I downloaded your app. I have nothing against the Niners. I have a friend who's a Niners fan. I think you guys are taking Nick Bosa with your first round pick.
Wow. There you go. A Lions fan who comes in and
yes.
Yeah. So, in fact, well, yeah, maybe. It depends. There's going to be a lot of trades going on, so everybody's a little concerned with that. So,
yeah.
Go ahead. And by the way, thanks. Appreciate that. I mean, that's kind of flattering.
No problem.
What did you say your name is, Nick?
Michael.
All right.
Yes.
Michael. What else you thinking?
This is just my opinion, but I'm not 100% sure with Garoppolo since he is kind of injury prone now. So.
Well, but he has had 2 injuries. There is some validity to that, I guess. But by the way, I'm glad you're here. I got a question. Ziggy Ansah. Yes. Are the Lions keeping Ziggy, or what's going to happen there? You guys are going to tag him and let him go? Or is it over?
I have no idea. I think we might wait until the last day to tag him.
That last few hours are left. So, and listen, how do you
Yeah.
feel about Ziggy? Have you watched him? I mean, do you think is he worth keeping?
Yes. I mean, he just gets injured a lot. That's just how I feel. And maybe if we do let him go and you guys sign him for like maybe a cheap deal, then I think that's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
A cheap deal.
Yeah, but like you say, he gets hurt. And how many games? Oh, and by the way, I was looking for Ziggy last year. How many games did Ziggy last year?
I think I'm gonna say 8.
He was out there for 8 games. So when we played you in game 2, was Ziggy on the field?
God.
Because Ziggy wasn't there, right? Because
No.
Eli Harold, the guy we let go, and he went right to Detroit. He ends up we got sacked by Eli Harold. Hey, what do you think about Eli?
Yes. I actually like him. I think that was a steal for a 6th-round pick.
You know what? That's a good point. For a 6th-round pick, because I think the 49ers picked him up. I think we picked up Eli in the 2nd or 3rd round. So yeah.
I'm pretty sure he was the 2nd.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Hey, well, Mike, listen, I tell you what, it's nice to meet you. We're gonna go, and good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right.
Have a nice night.
Well, that wasn't that special. And he didn't come in and do a Rudy or anything else. He just came in and talked football. I got no problem with that. See, Raider fans, that's what you call having good manners, Raiders fans. Boy, y'all ain't got no manners. Every last one of your mamas didn't give you no kind of home raising. Denise Granger says, checking in from Arizona, all this dreaming is going to kill me. I can't wait until we know what we ain't really going to, or we ain't really going to have. I know, right? That was you know what, Denise, that is a letdown each and every year. We get all pumped up before free agency starts. We just know we got it made. We're visiting. People are staying up all night watching. Kind of keep your eyes open, looking at the monitor to see if anything happens overnight. Because they be doing crazy stuff overnight sometimes. 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning, you get up, go to the bathroom, look at your phone. Oh, I'm awake now. Jimmy, what? No! But this is with me, this is all time of year. Because we didn't pick him up during the free agency period. We picked him up in the middle of the year, right? So get ready. Get ready for those stressful next 48 to 20. Friday, the weekend, yeah, okay. Friday. Thank God it's Friday! Empire Strikes Back. I want edge rushers so bad. Wake up with nightmares until we get an edge rusher. Sweat rolling down your head. Ice pack sitting there about staring. Oh my God, I said, please, man, give us an edge rusher. Every year, we got DeForest Buckner sitting there. He's an all-pro, but he can't become one until he gets recognized as a winner. We can't win unless we get an edge rusher because they always find a way. Aaron Rodgers shouldn't have won that game against us. Dang it, he was under no pressure whatsoever. Lost it there for a minute. Okay, I'm back. Ansel Shah. Is that Ansel Shah? C.J. Mosley is the best and would easily make Warner better. No doubt. No doubt about it. It's just where the 49ers' priority were and how much money they're willing to spend. Because C.J.'s going to call for some big old bucks. Pick up 2 guys from Baltimore, Zadarius and C.J. John Haynes says, hey, Ronbo and the Now the Empire fam, let's get it. John! David Wright says there will be good corners later in the draft in rounds 2, 3, and 4. And the 49ers will know who they are, too. Good point, Dave. Good point. And let's see. Sheik!
Ronbo!
Oh, Sheik, man. Speculations are underway, man. Because countdown now, as we got 4 days to find out. And that little thing I just heard, somebody just said, yeah, well, you know, that was that Mike? Anyway, the nervous condition that John Lynch fell under when somebody says, so John, what are the chances of attaining Odell Beckham Jr.? Is that a go? And did Lynch all of a sudden expose himself as being, you know how John is. John would usually say, well, I can tell you this. We're going to do all that we can to improve this squad, and we're going to get whatever's available and what's the best available for this team. You can bet we'll be putting off our best efforts. He's not going to say anything, just let you know that we're doing the best we can in every area that we can. But John suddenly became a little nervous. Interesting. He never gets nervous about anything. He's always got that big grin on his face, and starting every sentence with, "I can tell you." I do like Lynch. But Sheik, what's up?
Yes,
You like
sir.
those cornerbacks
What
today?
up? No, I did not. Actually, maybe one.
Sheik, you're fading. Where you at, man? Get close to that. I need your mic. I can't hear you.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, that's much better. All right, go ahead.
All right, is it better now?
Yeah, and not bad. Not bad now. Go ahead. I can hear you now.
Okay. So what I was trying to say, I was not happy with them, with the corners, because Greedy Williams, he just stumbles and stumbles. He was high, standing. Dion even got on him a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So Greedy is off, but that guy got beat so much in Alabama too, by the way, Ronbo. But let me do a installment. Can I do an installment, Ronbo?
Okay. And now it's Monday Night Raw, where we always let people know and everything about how we feel. It's time for Let Me Holler at You. All right, Sheik.
All right, Ronbo. Well, I'm going to put an installment on John Lynch. John Lynch, you've been here for 2 years. You see what's going on right now. Clark's getting tagged. Lawrence is getting tagged. Clown is getting tagged. There's a guys getting available, maybe Trey Flowers, but he might be overpriced. He's going to New England or Miami. There's Houston and got released. You got C.J. Mosley. The guy that I really like is C.J. Mosley, a linebacker, and Earl Thomas. With all that money, you definitely will make a great defense. A linebacker that you need. You might pay $15 million, but you know what? Give him the money. Earl Thomas, elite safety, knows the system. Give him the money. We are, in the second overall pick. You see what's going on. Everybody's getting tagged. Josh Allen or Nick Bosa. Get them. One of them. Whoever it is that falls to you. Do your homework. We are trying to be the top defense. We want balance. And if it's Odell Beckham that's going to be available, you trade him for a first-round pick the following year. Then you have that balance. You can't have one side, and that's it. Have Jimmy G have his weapons, Salah be happy with his defense, and be the defense and offense that we used to be. And all I have to say, Ronbo, is show me the money. Everybody, yo, show me the money! Show me the money, Ronbo! Show me the money!
Don't bring that fool in, man, because, well, I tell you. Hey, but you know.
Show me the money!
Hey, you know what, though? How old? Let me check out. How old is Justin Houston? Because I'm a little concerned with the.
He's probably like in his 30s or early 30s. I believe, right?
Oh. No, his number. I looked at his number. Oh, he's 50? Oh.
Yes, 50.
Hey, wait a minute. Houston's not that old. He's 30 years old.
No.
He's 30.
Yep.
Why would the Chiefs be getting rid of him? They must have somebody they want to let play. Or they can't afford him?
What's his name? D Ford. They're trying to extend him, and I think they tagged him. So they're trying to save cap.
Yeah, because you know what? They've got to be tapped out when you think about it.
Yeah.
Houston's going to get.
They don't have that much, Grandma.
Yeah, he might get a decent 2-year contract, actually, at minimum. Mm-hmm. I mixed him up. Who was a linebacker in Houston last year, a year before? He was on his last minutes. But we thought we could bring him in to help us out at least for one season. I thought it was Houston. It's not Houston. Oh, no wonder John Lynch is saying defensive linemen in free agency are looking hot. Lynch is going after Houston, Sheik. He's going after Houston. I thought he was older than that.
Houston.
Guarantee he was going after Houston. Guaranteed.
But C.J. Mosley, man, you got to think about C.J. Mosley, Ronbo, because that guy, that defense that Baltimore have, shout out to Kenny because he's been saying it for a while, and I've been liking him more because I've been watching more tape, and I've been watching his career before too. So I'm really liking him as well. So it's with that linebacker core with him and Warner, he's a badass, bro. And then having Nick Bosa and Allen, Yeah. And
Mostly wants to
Depot
be.
and yeah.
No, I was just saying, mostly wants to be a top-paid player too, and there's going to be competition. That's what's going to drive his price up. That's the only thing, because the Raiders are definitely going to go after him. They've been needing a linebacker for how many years? Then there's going to be us. God, the no, they don't. The Hawks don't need one. Who plays linebacker in Arizona? Don't they have a couple of good linebackers?
They have Chandler Jones as the outside
Buchanan?
linebacker, and then they got Buchanan. Yep.
Yeah, so they're okay. I don't know. Linebackers are just something you have to have. If a guy, especially of his caliber, you'll let your own guy walk if you can sign C.J. Mosley. So he's gonna drive that price up.
Yeah, right now I think his pricing tag is like 15. He's probably going to be asking maybe 17 or 18, pushing it.
Yeah. So Sheik, you look at that. You look at that, and you look if you want to get Earl, that's 17 minimum too. So now you've killed over $30 million in two guys.
Yeah, but then you could restructure some contracts later on with Malcolm Smith and
No.
Richburg.
Just tell Malcolm Smith good night. Oh, you still have dead money
you can
though.
say good night to him.
Yeah.
Well, you could trade him. Trade him to the Oakland.
Yeah.
No, we can't. We never trade with Oakland. That never happens.
With Raiders, I don't get it. Raiders threw him out. Remember, Malcolm can't cover, and he was killing the Raiders on that. The Raiders have serious problems on defense too. Serious problems. Their problems are worse than ours. So, Malcolm Smith is not something they're going to spend any money on. They already got rid of him.
There's pieces that we could grab, man. And I'm not really feeling Dante Fowler from the Rams. I used to be in Jacksonville. He kind of fell off for me.
He never measured up to a number 3 pick. Is what the problem is. He's
exactly.
Well, Sheik, we got to go. I stopped calling you Show. I feel good about that. Sheik.
Yeah, first time. Holy crap. I was surprised. I was like, what?
Because both of you have the sound. I get my O and I got mixed up. Anyway, Sheik, I got to go. I'm going to cut off shortly here. So I'm going to see you probably between now and this weekend a lot. But for sure this weekend.
Definitely, brother.
Oh, man.
You've been doing your thing, man. I love what you're doing with the combine. You've been doing all this work, 6 hours, 7 hours. Everybody.
So much fun.
Hit that like for Ronbo Sports.
Thanks, Sheik. Appreciate you.
Sprinkle those likes, because that's what he needs. And show me the money, John Lynch. Show me the money.
I think you will, Sheik. All right, fam. I'll talk to you later. Yeah. See, it's like some people always say, which is a very scary thought to me. They always say things like, man, 49ers ain't going nowhere. Man, you guys got how much money? What? So what? Slacks. Say, hey, Rabbi, it's been a while. The Empire will rise again soon. Yeah, you know, Slacks, because we, 707, Bill, it's my B-Day. All right, Bill, hold on a second. I'll be right back. Coach says, Houston costs him too much, plus Houston gets hurt a lot. Is he the guy on that team that gets hurt a lot, other than that safety? Ray Jr. says, if you smile, what the Niners are, if you smell what the Niners are cooking. And Leroy Phillips Sr. says, been a long time since I've seen a draft this deep. I know, right? Ooh, it's got a lot of talent there this time. Just got to make the right picks. It's birthday time. Happy birthday to Bill. Happy birthday to Bill. Happy Niners! I tell you what, that's a good workout. Do that every day, man. It builds the core. Birthday to Bill. Let's get Bill. Happy B. He go get you a Super Bowl, Bill. Well, maybe I should go that far. Get you to the playoffs this year, Bill. It's Mark 415, San Francisco, city by the bay, home of Nob Hill and Coit Tower. Hey, Mark. Hello.
Mark.
Wait, have I got the wrong name? Mark, you're 4157. What is your name?
This is Anything Goes.
Oh, Anything Goes? I like that name too. Your neighbor's Mark. You guys are coming out of the same area.
Oh, yeah. Hey, well, it's the Bay Area. We rep it.
I'm telling you, you're doing a good job too. Anything goes.
So look, Ronbo, I'm kind of in a manic state right now, Ronbo.
All right.
I've been sad, then I was happy, then I was kind of sad. I was sad because I see all the people I want to get franchised. I'm not feeling that too much, Ronbo.
I know. It's not a good feeling.
I ain't feeling that. And then again, I got happy because I'm also seeing, you talk about Justin Houston, but look, that dude's a beast. He gets those sacks. He puts that pressure on, so kind of happy about that. Yes. And I was also happy about the possibility of, now let's say it now, if we can get CJ, Justin Houston, and Earl Thomas, I'd be happy with that the whole offseason. I'm good.
Game over. We'd have the fiends and veteran leadership that this team needs mixed in with them youngins. You're right.
Yeah, and that's it. And that's what we need to. I think we're missing that as well, that veteran leadership, because, we got Sherm and then who's Staley. That's cool, but, we really don't have no one to actually show these dudes their intensity and like how to play and not, be satisfied with whatever they're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh,
so,
yeah.
And then, but I'm also sad because I know we got John Lynch. I know he's not going to pull the trigger on none of these dudes. Another
John, I think they be trying. I think Parag is always got, he's probably monitoring them on GPS and said, all right, guys, I'm watching. I've got you on the big ear.
Yeah, you know what?
Don't make any deals.
He's a little punk, he's a little cheap. He's probably he's a little
let nobody
little
spin
cheap
nobody.
crony. Yeah.
Because
anyway, and also I'm like, look, I want to say, like, look, I don't understand what the Bosa hype is, honestly, and this is just me. I know it's not popular opinion, but I look at Montez Sweat. Yeah, well, look at Montez Sweat. If we want pure pass rushers, like, because, we're missing the pass rushers. If we want just straight pass rushers, someone to get after that dude, I would take Allen and Sweat over Bosa because Sweat's a little longer. He can fend off them linemen. Plus, he got a little speed. He just run like a 4.4.
Oh, yeah.
So he can get after that
run.
Quarterback. Yeah.
Oh, he can run.
He can run after the quarterback and get him, and he can keep them linemen off him. You know what I mean? Like, he got them long arms. Allen, just, I'm not a big fan of Allen, too, but when I compare Allen and Bosa, like, Allen gets off of that line, like, smoking. Like, he's quick. Like, I don't understand, like, how someone that big and long could get off that quick and bend like that. Like, that's crazy to me.
Generational thing.
So,
bigger, faster, stronger every generation. That's what's happening now. What would have been 10 years ago, that would have been a complete freak. And he's a complete freak now even. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And now let's play out scenarios. Let's say, okay, I think it would be great if the Cardinals got Kyler Murray. We go Kyler Murray. That'd be great for us because it pretty much gives us the first pick.
Oh, yeah.
So let's say, okay, well, Kyler Murray will be in the division, and then we got Russell Wilson, and these two fools be running around, and they are pretty quick. And you see what I mean? Like, I think with either Allen or Sweat, because like you said, Allen's quicker, and Sweat could just come off of that line fast and chase these dudes down. Bosa, I'm not so sure, and plus, I'm still worried about Bosa's injury. Like, he got torn ACL in high school. Like, he got an abdomen and, like, you know what I mean? I don't know what's going on with that.
Yeah.
And his brother was injured. His dad was injured. Like, I just don't.
So getting injured is just part of being a Bosa, right?
yeah, exactly. I've been kind of knocking Bosa, but I'm not too much. But at the same time, I don't see the hype regarding Bosa. In my personal opinion, I would just trade down. Hopefully the Raiders, if we can get that number 4 and one of them 20s and let the Raiders get Bosa at 2.
Yeah, because the Raiders definitely give up something. They would. Raiders would trade for Bosa too. What else did you get from the Raiders for that though? I'm gonna get like what round? I need at least. It's the Raiders. I need at least 4 picks minimum. Because you're the Raiders and you guys and Gruden got rid of Khalil Mack. Y'all screwed up. You got to pay. You know, I'd tell him.
Look, and you know what sucks for the Raiders is you give up Khalil Mack and then trade up to get Bosa. Like the trade off for Khalil Mack to Bosa is just like, geez, man, what is wrong with you guys? That's not a bad trade off.
And wouldn't even call him in the offseason. Wouldn't even talk to him. He may have even came in for another deal if he got shown some respect. Gruden's kind of strange. And So
exactly,
the Raiders know they got to clean that mess up. And Bosa would probably be the guy.
And look, and because they got Mayock now, Mr. Mayock, Mr. Bubble Butt Mayock.
I know.
He'd be D-Rod, all these people. He'd be like, look, that's it. We gotta get this guy. So I mean, I don't see it far fetched for us to at least get a number 4 and one of those 20s, and then we can do some. Like at 4,
we don't have a 5th round pick. Give us a 5th round pick.
We don't have no
one.
picks.
Yeah.
We got Ronbo. We only got 6 picks, Ronbo. That's the main thing. We got all these holes and no picks. We need to get picks. So trading down, trading down.
Well, we need quality picks, so don't get none. You got to, But they're good at picking up guys in the late rounds, so it's okay. But don't bring nobody in there. The Trent Baalke dudes, they used to come in and sit down and you never seen them again after the draft. No. Don't bring none of that home. So that's the only thing I worry about.
Exactly. So, I mean, if we get number 4, we might get lucky, and let's say that the Jets won't DK, all right, take DK. So if the Raiders get Bosa, Jets get DK, look, we still got – I'm not opposed to Williams. I know we spent all these picks on these damn defensive tackles that aren't worth a damn, but, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I take Williams and
look for it.
Buckner.
And here's the thing. If they pick up an edge rusher they're satisfied with in the free agency – look for Williams to be parted, sitting right next to DeForest Buckner. It could definitely happen. Could be, because that combination could be very scary. Hey, but
look,
anything goes.
Forget about that pass rush.
I mean, we got to go, fam.
No, that's all good. Go ahead, Ronbo. Thanks for letting me speak on it. So,
hey, and appreciate you getting in here, too.
Again, dude.
All right, fam. Have a good night.
All right, thanks, Rambo.
Hey.
Rambo. I'll call you Rambo.
I kind of like that, too. He's always been my favorite guy. Night, fam.
All right, thank you. Bye.
Hey. Anything goes. Hey, Jacob.
What's up, fam bam?
Jacob, man, it's like the combine ended with a very quiet cornerback collection, but we ain't looking for cornerbacks that serious, and if we do, we're looking for the 2nd and 3rd round. So, you see anything in the combine that made you crazy, other than Murphy, Greedy?
You talking about corners?
Yeah. It's safeties, too. I don't look at safeties because I think, safeties, are those guys any better than what we already have in camp now? I don't know. I'm looking at them. So, I didn't even mention them. Abrams
we got
might
that
be.
new guy. We got that new backs coach, so I think he's gonna see some strides with our backs that we have.
Yeah.
I mean, but we can't. I think we could probably get somebody on free agency. Maybe one.
Maybe
one
or
two, maybe. And
that's about the only guy, I think.
And then, I think we're gonna be all right there. But our front 7, if we can get some pressure, then it's gonna make them back there better. So
anyway, that's number 1.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
It's number 1. Get
just
that
want-
quarterback under stress.
And then I was thinking about it too. I think I like that guy Sutton Smith. You seen his tape?
Wait, what's his name?
Sutton Smith. Sutton Smith.
Sutton Smith. Position.
Yeah.
Is it?
He's an end. He's on the D line. You haven't seen his tape. If you haven't seen it, you're gonna be surprised you haven't.
I gotta go check it out. See, that's what I mean. There's so many guys coming off the edge this year. I'm gonna go down to the whole list to look at everybody. Sutton.
You're gonna see this guy, and you're gonna be mad at yourself for not knowing who he is. This guy is. I don't know how he's not up there. He put up his total career sacks is I think 31 sacks. Last year he had.
What school?
He has 17 sacks. It's not a big college. That's probably why he plays for the Huskies. NIU.
What?
But he did play against
Huskies,
Nebraska,
right?
and he dominated against Nebraska.
No, Huskies is not considered a low level. Well, that's interesting.
Oh, NIU. Well, I didn't see any big
didn't see any teams that he was playing against. I looked the only real film session that they really had, I think, was against Nebraska. You can look them up, but the one that was popping
Wait a
up.
minute.
Was,
I got Sutton Smith out of Southern Illinois, Northern Illinois. Edge.
Yeah, Northern NIU. The little,
Okay, yeah, that's gonna be that's Jimmy G area. But he runs a 4.69 40.
Yeah, he's
Go ahead.
He's a little bit undersized, but he plays way bigger. His strength, he's tossing dudes around.
You're
and
right.
He's so quick. He jumps off that line and he's blunking. He blocked like 2-3 punts, returned them for touchdowns.
Real
He's
athletic.
all over special teams but on the line he was
he good?
Man, his get off is
he's
crazy. I mean, you're gonna be surprised that he's not up there. But
well,
you know what? One thing is
he's 6 foot 233. I think that's what the problem is. He's undersized.
Yeah.
They probably think he's gonna be able to survive.
A lot of his rankings the past I think 2 years, 3 years maybe.
Mm-hmm.
They're he's just swapping places with Bosa. Either he's on top of Bosa or Bosa's under him. And they're draft prospects. They did one last year and the year before that, and he was on top of Bosa, and then Bosa went on top of one, and
Sutton
then he
Smith.
went back on top.
Really?
Sutton Smith, beast. And then they're saying that I think the Titans might be he could fit the Titans defense or something like that, but he's going to be there in the second, or he's going to be there in the fourth round or third. He's late. He's projected to go late, so we can, look up his film, and then, say no more after that.
But the thing is, as Sutton Smith, I wonder what he'd be like in coverage. Sutton Smith, we pick up Sutton Smith and say, Sutton, how would you like to play a linebacker?
Yeah.
It looks like his size is perfect for a linebacker.
He was recruited. I think he came in for, running back. He wasn't a true rusher his whole career, and then they moved him and tried him at that position because the depth chart issues, they needed someone there, so they just tried him out. And, when you're a football player with IQ, you plug you in wherever, and that dude dominated that position. He didn't get recruited for being on the line, and they moved him there, and he just killed it.
Well,
he just killed it, and then
it's just like Jimmy G. Jimmy G was a linebacker, and they moved him to quarterback, and the rest is history.
Yeah, that's crazy how that works. Football players right there, those are just, they love the game, and they mastered it. And he's, I think, he could be good for special teams, or but he's fast, man. He's fast for being an end. And well, you see, I'll let you look at the tape, and you thank me later on that.
All right.
Well,
I'm looking at his numbers. He does run a nice 40. I think he's a 4.6 40.
Yeah, I was just kind of glad though he's not out there like that, because they're sleeping on him. I think we messed up, the show, talking about Metcalf so much. We're talking about him every night. We got people listening. Next thing you know, boom, he's out there, and now he's like, he ain't no secret now.
Because the dude is like a superhero or something. He's not a football player. We come running out there at that size and blazing down like some kind of mutant. Like, come on, man, this is crazy, man. I know Marvel Comics was calling him after he got through. How would you like to be a superhero? We've got your outfit made and everything. We'll put you in our next movie.
Next to Batman. He doesn't. Ain't nobody out there that I just trip out because, I'm not going to be mad at if we take him, we don't take him. I doubt it, highly doubt it, but whoever does, they're going to be looking good. That's solidifying your red zone pretty much, whatever those kind of issues. But I think the Niners are looking good right now, though. I think our destiny is in our hands. And it's just, if we don't get it right this year, we got to look at the staff. We got to look at the offices, up there, because they got all these players. They got all these cap space. They got these free agents. There's so much moves to be made. It's just, are they going to do it?
Yeah. Like I said, last year, had they not went 30 guys on the IR, 49ers would have been 8-8 minimum last year, easily. Because that schedule was not tough in the second half at all. They should, if they could have went 4-4 in the first half easily. So I really.
We got to be looking to dominate. We're not just not looking to
out there just playing games anything less than a Super Bowl is just
squeezing.
Not,
We gotta have at least one big blowout. In our winning days, we got that one. We blew out the Rams. We called 35-0. Those kind of blowouts, we gotta get.
Oh, that's gotta stop. Defense got to get better. All right, fam. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I gotta go. I'll look for you. God, the news says too much.
Ronbo, you've been in here Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday,
right?
Monday. You're going off.
I might take tomorrow off, but if there's news, I will be back. I can't stand it, Jacob. All right.
Hey, you're doing good, Ronbo. You keep it up, and you got other teams calling in. This is becoming bigger than the Niners.
And he was nice,
This is
Jacob.
bigger than the Niners.
He didn't call it a trashes. Yeah.
Yeah, you're becoming that show where people come just to talk sports. Like, it's a home for sports, and that's good.
That's a nice thing.
That's the way it's going to be, but it's Niners first, baby. Come on.
There you go. But then there are some that come into the chat room to start stuff. But our chat room is becoming very tough. As long as we stop fighting with each other and fight with other fans, I'm okay.
Right. You're right.
All right,
you're
Jacob.
Right.
Jacob, man. See you later. Huh? Thanks, man.
You have a good night, Ronbo.
You too. Thanks. Yeah. And man, really, it's just too much fun. I love coming here talking football, especially on those days that are coming ahead. John Lynch has got people going. Tell you what. Jim Thoroughkill says Sutton Smith was D2 All-American. Oh, he is for real. Our people know about him then. These guys get unburied like this all of a sudden, and all of a sudden you see the 49ers call him. Everybody says, who is that? Armando Lopez. Hopefully the Redskins trade for Rosen, so the Cardinals got no choice but to pick Kyle. It's all a part of play. You know what? Daniel Garcia says, seen it before, fam. It's the NFL. Cards will trade Rosen to Washington and draft Murray. Bosa will be a Niner. And, even if we don't take Bosa, the Cardinals know how to get better. Why would you? Rosen's not going anywhere. Panama Queen says, what about your boy, Brock? Panama, you know what's so funny? I just got reminded about Brock a few hours ago because I had forgotten all about him. There's some money we go save. Or not. They really like Brock for special teams, so we'll see. Okay. Roger Villaneda said, what's up? Let's go, Niners. Bring Bosa. I'm going to get one more phone call as we got to cut it short tonight, fam. But first, we need to call and talk. We need to talk to Rico Suave. Party, party, boom, party, party. Rico. Rico Razor.
Ronbo.
Oh, Razor, man, I was waiting for the car.
It's loading up. It's warming up. I didn't put the gas yet, but it's loading up.
Razor comes, when he parks at 100 miles an hour, I was getting a rush after that. And also, who's our guy that loves when Razor drives in? Freddie loves it. You ready?
Coming on, Ronbo. It's loading up. The old car.
We can start talking to it as soon as it loads up. You can run it in. But Razor, man, I tell you, did you see anything in the combine today that said you said to yourself, we need to have that? Razor? Razor's Razor had trouble starting his car. Razor!
It's been a while, Ronbo.
Yes, Razor. But you came in. You've drove in a couple of times, and people were saying things that you did not agree with. I was amused by that. But Razor, what's happening, man?
Come draft time, you always hear the nonsense.
I know.
Everyone gets in wars because they're so stuck on a player.
Yep.
They'll defend them. They'll bash them. They'll say the worst things about them. They'll look in the family past like, oh, he did this when he was 13. Blah blah.
Yeah, I know what he said. And Razor, how do you feel about DK Mega? There's been so much dirt thrown on DK, not only by us, the fans. But there's people saying things about DK. I mean, the thing about his cone times and everything else, that's they're knocking him down. And I said, I don't know if it's something you can't work around with this guy, man. He's got too many upsides to worry about his cone drill. But he was like, they even gave a ranking. He was, I think, the third worst.
Yeah,
forget about his. Go ahead.
I'm scared to get receivers in the first round because like a lot of them get hyped up, and like people are so static with 40-yard times, and they don't look at everything else. I'm not saying that about Metcalf. I'm just saying in general. Like that's why the receivers end up bust in the first round. Like it's rare. It's kind of hard to get a receiver in the first round now because all the hype that builds them up, and they end up sucking like Cordell Patterson, Kevin White.
Oh,
yeah,
it's almost bad luck. When it's even the words are out there, it's like bad luck. Guys come. Remember Mike Williams? He broke his neck in the first year. Jesus Christ! Corey Davis went down for a while, but he wasn't so serious. The kid over in Cincinnati, his legs just quit working. He's a God.
Yeah, see, his speed is very good. It was 4.28, whatever. But the talent was not top 10. So that's why they get overhyped. I'm not saying about DK, but I'm just scared to take a receiver first round. I mean,
I know.
Yeah,
no, it really is scary.
That's my opinion.
No, there's too many. All right, there's Corey, Mike, John Ross, Devin. Name some other guys that really crashed and burned in the first. It is becoming. Cortland Sutton was okay last. You know what? Did he go in the first round or second? See?
No, second.
OBJ was the first round. OBJ can't stay healthy though.
Yeah, no, I mean he's fine. I'll take OBJ. I mean,
the thing is, first year he went down. He came in because somebody else. He started the season, got hurt immediately, and came back in and took over ever since then. But still,
yeah, he
got hurt
4 games of the season, his rookie year.
It's a different game, though. When you come as a wide receiver from college and come to the pros and let a professional defensive back hit your ass or something like that, it's like a wake-up call, Hey, welcome to the pros, baby boy. Let me help you up. Uh-oh, medic!
Well, Ronbo, real quick.
Yeah.
I need to holler at someone. I need
an installment? All right.
I need an installment. I need to roast somebody.
It's Monday Night Raw. Let me holler at you. All right, Razor.
You know who you are, Mr. BS. If you don't know what that means, it's the Big Show.
I call him that too.
Ronbo, this dude. Okay, look, I'm not obsessed with Nick Bosa. I like who he is, but the fact that this man is trying to destroy Nick Bosa because he doesn't like him. Okay, he tries his hardest because look, yesterday he's making fun of his 40 time. Like pass rushers are not solely based on their 40-yard times. From the DE position to the quarterback, it's not that far. You're not running that many yards to get a damn quarterback. Yep. It's mainly technique and how to have the bend.
Quickness.
So I'm like, okay, he went the 4, whatever, blah blah blah. Okay. But then he says he wants Trey Flowers, who ran a 4.90 in his combine. So tell me how that makes sense. I'm like, dude, you hate him so much, you will make fun of him for whatever.
Show getting exposed again.
Yeah, DeMarcus Lawrence, he ran a 4.8 Flowers. He was in the 4.8s, whatever. He didn't do that good as well.
Most of those guys. They do not run 40s. They have short area quickness. That's what it takes. Short area quickness and technique always will prevail. Even Von Miller didn't have that fast of a 40 either. So he's okay, but not blazing fast.
Yeah, and then he wants to compare Solomon's combine stats to Bosa's, which is kind of similar, but that doesn't mean they're a similar player.
Boy, ain't that the truth.
Bosa actually has a bend. Solomon does not have a bend. Solomon got overhyped a lot. He's an inside player. He's not an edge rusher.
You know what, Razor? You bring up a good point about Solomon. Solomon's he's a little stiff, isn't he? When you see him move out there.
he doesn't have that bend. He's not an edge guy. He's solely power rusher, a few moves here and there, but he's an inside guy. But he's
got to work out with Aaron Donald. He's got to get stronger this year, a lot stronger. I mean, it's not like he can't get stronger. Aaron Donald is not any taller, I don't think, than Solomon. So, he's got to get stronger and faster.
Solomon's taller than him, but Donald, I don't know. I feel like Solomon, he doesn't let loose out there. Like, he's playing scared or whatever. Like
you remember
Buckner.
You remember what his mom said, right?
Go ahead.
You remember what Solomon's mom said? Solomon was out there playing too rough with the kids when he was a kid playing football, and they started complaining. Solomon started to tackle him, pick them up, and lay them down gently. His mom told that story, man. I can't get over it. I can't forget it. I said, what? Solomon was too rough? See, that's too nice. Razor, if it's been you and me and the kids we're playing with, wherever we are, ain't nobody going to take it easy. If you can't take it, go home. I love it. But go ahead. I just had to get that in there.
But no, yeah, I'm not the huge Bosa fan, but he is better than Allen in my opinion. But I just find funny when people try to like discriminate against a player because they don't like him. Like, come on now. Like,
I was guilty of it too, though.
But in that case, I'll take
Solomon
I'll
Thomas.
take Allen. I'll take Bosa. I'll take Devin White if we trade back. But yeah, that's my take on rushers and receivers. I'm scared to take them in the first round. I mean, in the top 10 because of overly hype. Like, I think the year OBJ came out, it was OBJ, Sammy Watkins.
Oh, and Sammy's the worst. God.
Mike Evans, Brandon Cooks came out all in the same draft.
That was a hell of a draft. But Razor's gonna have a draft ready for us before the April deadline. So Razor, you can start planning that right now, man, if you ain't finished yet. So, all right. I tell you what we're gonna do. Razor, I tell you what, man, I'm gonna look for you. God, don't let nothing happen tonight, man. I can't stand it, man. I'll be back tomorrow, possibly. Otherwise, probably see you more toward the end of the week. As free agency time has arrived. I can't wait. Whew, man.
Best time of the year for a Niner fan.
Oh, by the way, speaking of which, be prepared for this weekend because the BSGM show comes up Friday.
Oh God, is it live on video?
It's gonna be live, big show, and his mock free agency draft.
Don't pass out this time, Big Show. I said that's what you wanted to pass out. Don't pass out this time. Get some water.
He's going to stay alert because he knows we're going to be taking shots at him. Show is ready. Oh, God. All right, Razor, I'll talk to you later, fam.
All right.
Oh, God. Look at Freddie diving through his... Freddie, get up off the floor, man. You knew it was coming.
Real quick, Ronbo, shout out to you.
Thanks, Razor.
Shout out to the Ronbo Report. Shout out to my fan club, TNT. Everybody, Bashar, Big Show, Sheik, Kenny. Everybody.
There you go. Razor signing off. All right, Razor. Fam, I got to go tonight. I got to cut a little short because I got to get up out of here and do something else. But listen, hit that like you know how I love them likes. Niners forever. We going to be all right. Fam, I ain't going to say this is the year just yet. I'm going to wait until we start OTAs. And then I'm going to start doing what I do with the haters coming after me like, boy, they form a posse. Hey, Ronbo, man, you come and get predicted Super Bowl playoffs. I didn't say that about no Super Bowl. Who playoffs? What, so? I feel it. I know all they got to do is stay on the field. And give me an edge rusher. Okay. Let us pray. No, let's not do that yet. No need. He's busy anyway. We don't need his help. We can do this.